Hey, what's up, guys? To Intuitive 717, I'm back with another reading. I'm going to dive right into a collective message for the Divine Feminines and the Twin Flame Collective. And I'm just going to do an intuitive one-card reading using the Tarot of Sensual Magic. And what I want to do is I want to get an intuitive message about how your Divine Masculine is viewing you at this time, because a lot of the energy I'm picking up on, or keywords, is freedom. Okay, many of them see you as very free and I'm getting the words autonomy, okay? Very autonomous, making your own decisions. I feel like a lot of your masculines have watched you transform and really grow on your journey. And one thing that's coming through is like, as they observe you and as they look at you, I'm hearing that song, like, I'm falling even more in love with you. That's how they naturally feel. It's like as they grow along with you on this journey, they're falling even more in love with who it is you are throughout your transformations, okay? And that is another significant sign of you being their divine counterpart. Now, when I say that, the masculines don't really say that to themselves. Like when they think about you, they don't really say like, oh, my divine counterpart. It's more of like a feeling in their gut. And also to, at least what I'm being shown is like, you know, in their private regions, they feel a very strong connection to you when it comes to exchanging sensual energy. I can't explain what I mean by that. It's more so of a feeling that I'm getting and something that I am receiving to tell the Divine Feminines from the masculine collectives. But for the Divine Feminines, I feel like it comes from like your heart space. It's like the love that you feel for them. But something about the masculines, like the feeling towards you, it is like a sure knowing, okay? Almost sometimes very obsessive and possessive, but I feel like that's because the energy is coming from, you know, that private area towards you, okay? And something is very triggering, and they can find themselves feeling very, very sensually charged when it comes to thinking about you, being in this very free energy, okay? So I feel like it may be bringing up a lot of raw emotions, a lot of raw experiences that they think that you may be having. It could be triggering them. And the reason their mind is going there is because I feel like naturally as the Divine Masculines, they sort of experience all of that high intensity energy, just like the darkness, you know. That's the best way I can explain it. It's like that dark world, you know. They don't want that darkness to get a hold of you, is what I am feeling. It's like they know how raw the world can be out there. And with you now experiencing this free energy, it's like their delicate little butterfly venturing out into the world. And it's creating this pull towards you. And I feel like that is that pull that lets them know that, you know, they love you. Okay, they may be extra concerned with who it is you're with right now, what it is you may be doing, what it is you may not be revealing as well. That's something else that I feel is coming up for a lot of your masculines. It's like normally they can feel you as very open, but they feel you as mysterious. They may be wondering if you could be keeping things private, holding back information. I feel like you're not as vulnerable as you were before. And that's what I mean by many of you are in this autonomous, independent, free energy. It's like you don't owe anybody any explanation. And that is what's got your Divine Masculines just ticking. When you get into this mysterious energy, they can't help but feel possessive, a need to know kind of thing, right? And I feel like the Divine Feminines are like, no, right now you are not on a need to know basis. And it's bugging them. Okay, I'm going to cut the deck in half and we'll see how it is they're seeing you at this time. Yeah, that's what it is, Divine Feminine. See how she's leaning back in the energy there? And I feel like the long hair as well represents a lot of the growth that many of you have been through. And because you've been through a lot of that growth, it's like you're attached to this freedom. You know, the last thing you are going to do is cut this hair off for anything or anybody. And I feel like their body language as well represents the feeling that many of you are getting in the 5D from your divine masculines, which is, I'm just going to, devour you. I'm going to gobble you up. Like, you're mine. Where do you think you're going? And I feel like many of you are like, don't worry about it. And it's like, no, it's like they don't want to hear you talk like that, right? They don't want to see you get into this high priestess kind of secretive energy where you really do feel like just calling the shots in your own life right now. Many of you are really, I feel like, stepping in more to your femininity, just feeling more confident about the solitude. I feel like at first, Divine Feminines, it felt really scary to be on your own. Many of you really had to go on this journey of understanding loneliness versus solitude. And I feel like many of you kind of met in the middle here, where it's like, yeah, sometimes it does feel like you're alone. But it's also nice because then you get to imagine and yearn for the things that you want. And then I feel like there's this other part of you that really just enjoys that time alone to get to know yourself, what it is you like, being able to say no and have your boundaries and return to a safe space. So I feel like for the first time ever, many of you in the feminine energy, you're exuding this beautiful, vibrant, high vibrational feeling of like choice, options. I have options, it's like you bring something very valuable to the table. You're not this damsel in distress that's asking to be swept up and taken care of. It's like, no, you're this energy that brings something really valuable to the table. You're passionate, you're in charge, you're able to contribute, you're able to nurture. I feel like it is just the divine feminine energy coming with some kind of force. It's like your energy is just on fire. Okay, many of the divine masculines thought they knew what feminine energy was, and then when they met you, it's like, this is what divine feminine energy is. It's like everything. It's like, I feel like for the divine masculines, they really do see the divine feminines as just having it all. You're able to do everything with such ease. But that is a gift given to you by the universe. But that's how they ideally see you. Is I feel like this divine masculine is really just upset with the universe that you're in existence right now. It's like, how could you bring my wildest dreams into existence and just have it walking around without without me being able to control it? And it's just, yeah, I feel like many of them are just stumped right now, struggling. But also too, if you look at his body language and just the way that he is embracing her in the photograph here, it's like they respect this long hair. They respect that growth that you have done. And now they're coming towards you in like this very passionate sort of just this more gentle energy. Many of them are more respectful of your time and your energy. I feel like for a lot of you, you most likely have been on this ride for quite some time, and as the divine feminines, again, you are just kind of really claiming your own power. You don't need anything. You don't need anything because you're in a place of acceptance, right? With the ability to receive. You don't need anything because everything is already there. It's already available to you. When you start stepping into your feminine energy, guys, like, I'm not even kidding. I feel like for this collective of divine feminines, this is most likely you guys feeling this way. Like, yes, everything comes to you just so naturally. Ideas for abundance. Everywhere you go, there are people willing to assist you, to help you, to just make life easy for you. Many of you are getting out of this place of chasing. I need things. I need you. It's like, if you want to go, go. A lot of you are resisting the urge to or not let go, but you're resisting the urge to hold on. It's like, I don't want to fight for things. Like, I am sorry. I am not disturbing my peace or my energy for anything or anyone because, again, I bring a lot to the table here and I know my worth. I know my value. So now many of you are kind of being very picky choosy, and it's triggering the hell out of your divine masculine because they're your match. They're seeing that they cannot control things. And at the same time, it's making them surrender to you in this very, very passionate way. I don't know who this is meant for, but it was a juicy one. I love you guys. Take it easy. I'll catch you in the next reading, okay? Bye, guys.